Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and I'm happy to announce that I'm in Santa Monica, California today at the AI Vibes Conference. A big shout out to Tal Navarro and her team. They put on an amazing conference, panels, speakers, so much more. I have Dr. Elise Briscoe on the show. I was able to snag her for a bit. Elise, first off, just want to say welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Adam. I'm a big fan.
All right, so you're a fashion model, runway model. You have Nwell Health. A lot going on. We got a lot to cover today, but first, to get us kicked off, AI Vibes Santa Monica. How do you feel? How's the day going for you?
It was really great. I was inspired to new levels and realizing how much AI has extended our reach. Just like beyond our wildest imagination, things that I didn't think were possible before now.
Yeah.
It's going to make my life a little bit easier, actually.
What? So I know there were a lot of panels, and I know when I go to events like this, probably a lot of the audience, when they go to events like this, everything to me is always jumbled in my head. But did anything stick out to you? Like, was there any nuggets or bits of knowledge or speakers? What stuck out to you today?
Well, Hollow AI really inspired me because I'm developing a new health and wellness platform, and this is going to help extend my reach, allow me to interact with patients and users through an AI character, an avatar, and do so much, and maybe do the initial diagnosis and also give them little clinical tidbits without me having to be there. So it connects you to your user more because there's this avatar that looks just like you and sounds like you, and it takes a minute for you to set up. So I thought that was really impressive.
Yeah, I feel like that's been a big winner at this whole conference. A lot of people have been talking about it. We just had Mackenzie on the show a moment ago, and she was talking about it too. And I'm like, all these use case scenarios for what's possible with this.
And also the dog. The Tombot.
Oh, let me tell you, I got a Tombot. I've been waiting to work this story in for everybody. So I've been a fan of Tombot for a bit now. Like I had Tom on the show a long time ago, and when I first met the dog and everything, I was like in person at the conference. I intuitively did not look at Tom. And then I was like, wait, I just ran to the dog. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's you.
I felt my dopamine level rise because I was so happy to touch Jenny the dog.
Yeah, I was starstruck by Jenny, and it was funny because I have a video of this. It's on my Instagram. It's ridiculous because then I'm like, oh, I met you too. Hi, Tom, because we never met in person, but I was hanging out with Jenny. Oh, it was ridiculous, but amazing to see that technology and what they're doing and otherwise. And I'm like, what's next?
So realistic. When I was young, we didn't even have calculators. We didn't even have answering machines, no cell phones or anything. So it's just crazy what I've witnessed in my life.
So what brought you here today? What interests you in AI? What brought you here today just overall? It's a hot topic.
I'm the founder of a vision wellness platform called Nwell Health. We're looking for ways that we can add more value for our users. And my goal is to make lifestyle your main form of medicine, using self-care as your health care. Because right now people either can't afford the time or the money to seek healthcare, and there's just not enough healthcare practitioners out there.
Yeah.
So I want to use the latest technology because that allows us to do more and reach more people, because it's all about this international reach. Having an app and a website is going to be amazing for us, but now with AI, it's almost as if I'm there giving a consultation to a patient without having to be there. Once we load it with all my proprietary techniques and protocols, then we can just do so much more and help so many more people at a fraction of the cost.
Yeah.
So I was looking to see what's out there that I can take advantage of, and I'm just a big tech nerd. I love it. So I'm very excited.
Were you always entrepreneurial? Where'd that come from?
Yes. Well, I ran a practice for 34 years. It was an integrative wellness practice. I exited that. I did a merger and acquisition with a private equity company. Then I have 2 patents. I invented something to replace reading glasses, a company called Nearsight. So we are licensing my intellectual property now, and this is my 3rd company, Nwell.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm
So
hopefully my last
I always
company.
like to say, I don't like when people start going down, I'm like, we just like pain. We're entrepreneurs. I don't care how much. Elon Musk doesn't have enough money to do what he wants to do. It doesn't matter. We all like it. The more you do, the bigger it gets, the more money. I don't care. Like I said, Bill Gates doesn't have enough money to do
It's
what he
not
wants
for
to
the
do.
money.
Like, yeah, that's what I mean. But it's pain. That's what I always say. Like when you say, like, we secretly just
I like
want to
to-
provide this value. And this is a real show, by the way. We don't.
I like to call it's a passion and a purpose. And so to segue into the fact that I'm a runway and an international
Yeah.
model is I'm continuing my work as a doctor on the runway to
So
motivate
you found that like thing that
Health
kind of
and beauty.
tied it together, and it just
art and
like
science, health and beauty is what I'm combining.
man,
And that's what
an
we're going to do on
intersection.
Enwell too, because I found out that patients are much more likely to take care of themselves and listen
Yeah.
to the doctor's recommendations if there is an aesthetic or beauty benefit. So now that I have the knowledge as a doctor for 34 years
Yeah.
and the experience being an international model, I'm seeing, this is what is important to people, and you have to have that value proposition that is important to them.
Yeah,
So we're going to, all the healthing related advice that we give and
Yeah.
services will also be tied into how health is the foundation for true beauty and happiness.
and and your modeling career. Otherwise, I know you host as well. Like you travel a lot, right?
do.
Like this is. I can't even travel from downtown to Santa Monica. I was complaining today to Chirag. I'm like, Chirag, I go to Santa Monica, the other side of the 405. Are you crazy? Like
Well,
that's.
LA traffic is worse than getting on a plane and going to London or New York for Fashion Week. So I just got back from Cayman In Style Fashion Week, where I was the host for TWIF, the What of Insta Fashion, which is an Instagram fashion magazine. And that was quite an honor. The Ministry of Tourism welcomed us. I also did New York and London Fashion Week this year. I'm about to head to Miami Swim Week. Last year, I opened a show in Miami Swim Week. So I'm a very rare doctor and model, and most
Man.
models are super tall, super skinny, and super young. They're 18 to 25 years old. I've been in practice for 34 years, so I'm way past that. But, I want to help people embrace aging rather than fear it, and show them that beauty evolves over time, and that we can empower you if you take control over your life. Make healthy choices on how you eat,
Yeah.
working out, sleep, meditation, good energy around you. And so I am an example of what healthy living looks like
Yeah.
when you reach your middle age.
How did you
Yeah.
get the idea originally for this company? Like, where'd that come from? Was it a build-up? Was it like an aha moment? Was it just something you always wanted to do? Like how'd you get that idea? Where'd that seed
I saw a
start?
huge gap in the market. When I was in practice, so many patients came to me and they were saying, gosh, because as an integrative optometrist, I offered them both traditional medicine, holistic, or a beautiful sweet spot in the middle, which is combining the best of both worlds, and that's integrative. And they would say, oh gosh, because I would say "Hey, something simple. Say you have an allergic conjunctivitis, itchy eyes. I can write you a prescription, go to the pharmacy. I can give you just over-the-counter eye drops, or I can give you a homeopathic version that can
Yeah.
actually treat the underlying cause so that your body's not overreacting to allergens in the environment. So I'm helping your body to help itself. And there's really a lack of trusted information on the internet. There's just so much misinformation that I want to be a trusted source with healthcare practitioners, giving people, respecting their belief system. Do you want traditional medicine treatment? Do you want holistic? Or do you want somewhere in between? Because it's like Republicans versus Democrats. What about
Yeah.
that beautiful middle road where it makes sense to more people?
And I feel like, and you correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not in the medical community, but I feel like after, post-COVID and all these other things, like a lot more people, even just the patients, have been more receptive to thinking about other, means of healing, whether it's homeopathic or otherwise. I feel like people are becoming more educated and just like more aware.
Yes, this is what patients want, but
Yeah.
there aren't good sources for it. So we will have a marketplace, we will have education, telemedicine, and offering them where it's one-stop shopping so that, because it's really hard to find integrative practitioners that combine both Eastern and Western medicine. So that's what we're going to offer.
Amazing. Well, Elisa, I just have to say it has been great having you on the show today. I'm so excited to learn more, to meet you and to learn more and to connect over at AI Vibes. I want you to look in the camera, tell our audience how can they follow you, how can they follow your journey, how can they learn more about your company?
Well, on social media, I'm Hollywood Eyes, plural. So Instagram's Hollywood Eyes. On LinkedIn, I'm Dr. Lise Briscoe. On YouTube, it's Hollywood Eyes, Dr. Lise Briscoe. Our website, which is not launched yet, will be nwell.health, ENWELL.health, to be launched this year. And thank you for
Amazing.
watching. Thank you for having me. I'm so appreciative for you to allow me to tell my story.
Thank you. And to the audience, just so you know, we're recording this in May of 2024. So just so you know, that website will probably be up by the time you see this. So just go check it out anyway and keep checking. And speaking of the audience, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, this is your personal invitation. Hit the subscribe button. This is a daily show. Each and every day, we're bringing you new founders, new authors, new thought leaders, new innovators. I mean, all of the above and then some. Hey, and I want you to get those notifications. Only way to do it, hit that subscribe button. Don't want you to miss an episode. Lisa, thank you so much. Really appreciate you coming on.
You're so welcome. You're the best, Adam. Thank you.